Well, yeah, viendos, or however the hell you say it. Welcome to the Blood on Satan's Claw watch party. We got a lot to talk about, man. Oof. Anyway, but as always, I'm on, here to be with my one, brother from another mother, as somebody we know would like usually kind of say that, but he's actually my younger brother from another brother, my homie, my essay. That's June of 2000, and then of course we have our hoagie eating brother from the streets of Philadelphia. Who is always, always now a part of the team. The Yam King himself, Kenny.
Thanks for having me again, boys.
Boys. Kenny.
And so, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the roll call. Chester, I hope you distributed those barf bags accordingly and stuff. So yeah. And sorry about the wrong date, everyone. I was trying to, when I made the stream, I was trying to do it early so it wouldn't be like, a couple of days like I usually do it. So anyway, we have in his house, we have Tom Baker, no relation to, of course, to the Doctor Who Tom Baker. Of course, the GOAT, Chester Franklin, 71 is in the house. Rosie's in the house with blood on Satan's coleslaw, and Zodiac is here because he's a law-abiding citizen, and then blood on Satan's Jude Law, and Chester came up with above the claw. Very good. And 71 says, we are all looking forward to another inspiring movie tonight. Well, it's definitely a family film. Even bring out your dead, and Alan is in the house, and I believe Ashton just showed up, but of course the love of my life, Moonbeam, is in the house, and apparently also, well, not apparently because I asked her to be part of it, but the kid, the chef, the critic, the teenager of all wonders is here somewhere. She doesn't have to talk or whatever. She can,
yes, chef.
She can do whatever she wants. But I'm gonna have to try to keep my language down to a minimum, and and yes, Ashton is in the house. So Rob, see, Rob's in the house. Just like I always say, when he's in the house, or when Don from Night Owl Movie Talk is in the house, it's like Christmas.
What's up, Rob? Good to see you.
That's right. Rob's, running some Run DMC in the house. Oh man. And then of course our favorite Honky is in the house, Honky Digital, so there we go. And Brooke Sauce is here.
Brooke.
So yeah. So, the gang is all here, as they say,
And the Chester GOAT.
Yeah.
Chester's always the GOAT of tickets.
He's a GOAT of tickets, security, jokes, everything. Yes, so we do have a minor in the house. And so yeah, try to keep the language down to a minimum. I'll probably say something, ridiculous at some point, She'll forgive me. I know she will, but it's but she's here, and that's all that matters. She's watching, so, and she's watching this fine film, which we're all going to enjoy tonight.
It's a little bit better than Fantasia.
Yeah.
I don't know because I've never seen it.
But yeah, we man, this week has already started to, like, you know, suck huge. You know, I can't pronounce her last name worth a damn, but Hayden Panettiere
Terry.
or Panteri, you know, Pantera,
Pantera.
yeah, you know.
Walk on home, boy.
That's a shame, man. She was wonderful in, like, Heroes, I gotta say, and Scream 4 or Gore, as a lot of people like to call it, you know. But
She was the best part of that crappy movie.
yeah, and then, you know, there was Screaming Mad George, makeup effect maestro, who was also in this great New York punk band, The Mad. He used to do all the effects for their stage shows, you know, and stuff. There's some videos up, you know, just look up The Mad, you know, New York punk on YouTube. But they had a you know, a few good records that they put out that were excellent. There was one, if I remember correctly, there's one video where he's got these effects where he's got like a bullet wound in his head, and, you know, family fun, you know, I tell you, you know. And then today we lost Frank Beard, from drummer for ZZ Top, you know, and stuff. So that's you know, that one hits home, you know, because that's the Lilo band from Texas, you know.
What was your favorite ZZ Top song, Texas?
Oh man, there's a lot, but by the '80s, you know, when they got all slick and started using those electric drums, you know. But I think their first three albums, which are the ones that nobody, like, you know, knows about or really care about, those records are great up till, well, and then Tejas, but the one that they did after the first three that had one side was live and one side was studio, and there's a great song on the studio side called Mexican Blackbird that's really good. But I don't like that record so much. I like the studio side. The live side I don't like so much. Although I do believe that's the record that has Mad Dogs and Funky Kings on it, which is a really good fucking song. See, I already did. I just threw the effort out. But their third album has Just Got Paid, which is
Johnny Kemp.
The what?
Johnny Kemp song.
No,
Just got paid. It's Friday night.
No,
Party hunting.
No,
I'm feeling right. Look at you, Texas. You boogie, oogie, oogie. So you just can't boogie no more.
It's not that one.
Oh, okay.
It's their own song called Just Got Paid, you know. See, even Zodiac says it's a bad MF. Yeah, Tush was actually on that album with the live side, and the other, that was like one of their big hits. And then of course, like LaGrange, you know, stuff, you know, that's a, you know, a great one, you know, and that was about the best little house in Texas, you know. Yeah. If nobody understood, you know, why they were talking about a place called LaGrange, that's what that song's about, you know.
Mine was Give Me All Your Lovin'. I was in that stupid MTV era when they were doing that with the girls. So I like that. Legs was good, you know. A lot of.
I mean, I'm not saying that those records are bad, but it just kind of changed their sound, and, you know, I guess they really wanted to make money so bad that they didn't make as much as they did in the '70s. You know, that's the thing.
I didn't hear all their songs, Texas, but what record do you recommend?
First three albums, Rio Grande Mud,
okay,
which is really good.
Yeah, Zodiac said Cheap Sunglasses. That's a good song. Sleeping Bag is another good song too. In my sleeping bag.
I know
it just sounded like that.
The only music I heard is their songs played in movies a lot. like Back to the Future 3, and I think they even played it in the Maxine movie too.
They probably did, yeah, and that, you know.
In the opening.
Um, but like with Just Got Paid, because you guys know I don't do this often, and since Moonbeam's here and Johnny never clips the shit that I ask him to clip for me.
Yeah, Johnny. See why, Johnny?
Well, when he shows up, I'm gonna have to tell him, look, clip this, because when I did that, when I did that fucking whoopsie, I did it again. When I
That's
did that
$1.50 you owe her already.
that thing. What song was it? When I did "Ride Like the Wind," you know, and stuff, and he never clipped that. He was like, I can't find it. And I was like, how do you mean you can't find it? So I'm all confused now because I don't remember if that was actually on one of Juno's streams or if it was on mine. Because Kenny, you said you weren't around when I did that, so
No, that's
so-
why when you did it, it made me laugh.
but you know, it's I hate when weeks start out so bad, you know. It's just like we don't need that.
I agree.
And what's sad about the Asian Panther passing away at age 36? That was the same age that Bray Wyatt passed away. So like that's very young. Like, damn.
Yeah, that should have. I mean, that should have never happened either, you know.
Yep.
Well, let's cheer everybody up with a song tonight. And my song recommendation of the week is "Yamo Be There" by James Ingram and Michael McDonald. I think
Oh no,
everybody
no.
Yamo be there. I'ma be there. So I think everybody should download that tomorrow.
I'm
On
so
your...
see. I have to make apologies to the kid because now it's like, you know, my cursing is one thing, but then, you know,
My
bringing
singing
Michael
isn't.
McDonald into this is like, you know,
He's a
like
national treasure.
hell. No, it's not. The blood on Michael McDonald's claw. You know, there you go. Because you can't, you can't understand a thing that dude would say, you know. You're just trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, you know. But like I said, you know, I very rarely, do this. I thought, in honor of
Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan's here.
Oh, Mr. Dan's here. Cool, Mr. Dan.
That's your name.
I just got a message from the kid. She says, "Shut the." No, I'm just kidding. She said, "You guys can cuss if you want to, but that's not happening."
We can't say potty mouth.
We may be we may be uncivilized, but we are people too, and we will abide accordingly by certain rules.
How can Alan say he ruined the Doobie Brothers?
He did. Alan ruined the Doobie Brothers. Yeah, he was the one that got the actual tape from Rerun, and
right.
Made bootlegs all over the world.
That's right. And it was just a fat kid eating popcorn. That's all it was.
but anyway, before I totally clam up and not do it, this is
preach, Jim.
This is in honor of Frank Beard and of course Juno. So I have to get ready for this. All right. So, you ready, Juno?
Mhm.
All right. Juno just got paid today, got him a pocket full of change. Said, Juno just got paid today, got him a pocket full of change. If you believe like working hard all day, just step in Juno's shoes and take my pay. There you go. You know.
I think that was better than Yamo Be There.
I was jamming to it, but headbutting it.
Well,
Like
see,
headbanging.
like they say, everything goes better with Juno. So there you go.
Oh, that's a Full House moment Aunt Becky and Uncle Danny had, man.
I mean,
That was
you know,
some excellent singing, Texas.
thank
That
you.
was damn good.
Well, see, I put Juno first. It's supposed to be. I just got paid. I did, but no, we didn't do it. We do it all for Juno. We do it all for
Thank
Chester.
you,
We do it all
everyone.
for everybody in the house. Well, Kenny, you know, I've told you though before about Michael McDonald. Nobody could understand a thing, you know, about whatever he's saying. You know.
Oh yeah, I didn't know the words to Blackwater, you know, because when that came on What's Happening, I was like, yeah. And it was just like me and my brother would imitate them. And then when you find, remember they used to sell a book, like a magazine with the lyrics of the
Yes,
songs?
yes. I was just thinking
And
about that a week or two ago.
yeah, it was like song hits or something like that.
Right.
And they used to sell them. So me and my brother used to put in the 8-track tape. Yes, I'm old. And we used to go and just like try to do all the sing all the songs from there. And it was like the Open Arms by Journey song. There was some lyrics that we didn't understand in that either. So yeah, but those song hits actually came out good. That was before this thing called the internet started, kids. So Blackwater racist. That legitimately made me laugh. Oh God, that
No,
was.
but, but you know, in that yacht rock documentary, I mean, I was surprised Michael McDonald was so calm. You know, like it was weird. You know, Kenny Loggins too.
Oh,
Even
Kenny, the three that came off the best is Kenny, Christopher Cross, and Michael McDonald. The bad guy in it was the guy from Steely Dan at
oh
the end
yeah,
of it.
yeah. But you know those,
What a dirtbag he is.
yeah. But even the guy from Toto that they talked to, like when they show the old interviews of him, he was a complete prick. You
Yeah.
know. And then I guess when they started to have that resurgence with Weezer covering Susanna or whatever, you know, he kind of, you know, didn't take shit for granted anymore, you know.
Well, you know what I think it is because my friend just went to a yacht rock. They have a
Or
yacht rock.
Africa, that's what I mean. Anyway, sorry,
Uh,
go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say
Hey,
my
George.
friend went to a yacht rock with his wife up in New York. I have friends that live up in New York, and they went to see that yacht. It's called Yacht Rock or something. The guys, and they all come out like in Captain Stubing uniforms and with hats. All the crowd was like decked out with, he said, like with sailor hats and and Toto rocks and little river band rules and all this stuff. And he said it was for the crowd like our age, and sorry, Juno, just saying me in Texas, and
Mhm.
people in their 50s, so it was like he said it was the nicest crowd that he ever went to, and he's been to a lot of concerts in his life. And he just said he just had a great experience. They played for 2.5 hours. They took a 15-minute intermission, and they were giving out margaritas on the stage to the crowd. So he said it was just like totally laid back. He said it was $50 a piece, and it was like you got almost 3 hours of entertainment. So he said to me, if they ever come around Philly area, like Atlantic City or something like that, go and see them, because he's seen them up in like Stone Harbor, like up in that in that area. of New York. But
Mr. Dan says that Ernest Thompson and Haywood Nelson are coming to the Chiller convention in October. He's thinking of going. There you go, Kenny.
ooh, there you go.
Get out of that boot, man, and go to the.
Yeah, really. I got 2 more weeks of the boot, guys. I came back from the doctors. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. And it hurts tonight too. My leg's bothering me. So I'm glad you guys are in the chat, and I want to watch this good movie because I've never seen it before. Mas Tequila. That's right, Jim. Sammy Hagar, best part of Van Halen. Thank you.
The Juno 3000. It slices, it dices, and even cuts through glass. That is true. But the one thing about Michael McDonald, though, you know, because it all revolves around him, and even Rosie. It's like, if I have to hear him one more time, well, you know, his whole thing, you know, is like, you know, he jumped the ship down in Monaco, tried to buy some coke. Nobody knew. Everybody was gay, but they had a clue that they glued to the wall. See, I mean, he's saying fucking nonsense, you know? It's like, what? You know?
That was like that song with On Our Own with Patti LaBelle. So many words, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then she went.
I love Patti LaBelle, though.
Oh, I love. She's from Philly. You can't hate her.
I mean, if she doesn't sing, you know, she'll make you an apple pie. Shit, you know.
Her pies are very good too. They used to sell them at our Walmart. They were very good. I highly recommend the sweet potato pie, though, if you guys are sweet potato pies fans. I won't sing that song, Rob, because I love that song too. Shiny Queen Freedom.
Michael Ronald McDonald. Oh, Mercy from Kidsmo Media is in the house. Good to see you, Mercy.
Hi there, Mercy.
Well, I can't answer that question. Sailor George wants to know, what do we think about Breaking Benjamin? I can't answer that because, you know, non-fans should never answer questions like that.
I only heard a few songs, but I never really got into hearing more of that band.
You don't have the poster on your wall yet?
No. I have a poster of Freddie Dead back there.
Okay.
Don't have a Breaking Benjamin poster.
Texas is not telling everybody he's got a poster of ABBA and Andy Gibb on his wall.
Well, you know,
he's a dancing queen.
Andy Gibb is cool in my book because, you know, he Victoria Principle. You know, we don't have to go any further. You know.
And he had great songs. I had a picture of Andy Gibb. I had a picture. This was my bedroom in the 70s. The Kiss poster with them, like the Revolutionary War Kiss.
Yeah, I had that poster.
Cheryl Tiggs, Farrah, of course, and Andy Gibb. And my brother on the other side, he had the Boston poster, like the first, because he liked the ship. He didn't know it was a band. He thought it was a spaceship. Idiot. And then he had a picture of Linda Ronstadt in the skates with the short shorts. 2 heterosexual men.
You know, yeah, Prong is awesome. I love Prong. You know, well, see, let's see, who did I have? I had that Kiss. Well, I had a ton of Kiss posters. I had a Charlene Tilton poster, that one of her on the beach wearing the windbreaker and nothing else underneath it. You know what? You know, but yeah, there was that one. I don't know, but then all that, you know, changed some years later. No more Kiss posters. I had the Wendy O. Williams poster where she was topless with the electrical tape in certain places, and then she was licking the shotgun. But you didn't hear that, kiddo. So anyway, then Then there was I had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster. I had a whole bunch of just like crazy stuff all
Did you
over
ever
the
have one
place.
of those felt posters that were like they were felt, but like when you turned off the lights, you could see they glowed in the dark, and they had what was it, the Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and what was the other one that they had that was like really big at the time? We're talking early '80s here. Oh man.
Yeah, those. No, I didn't have any of those felt ones. I always had friends that had that stuff. I did have a big black light, but
Yeah, that's what Jim. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, it was Pink Floyd was a big one. Led Zeppelin, because my buddy used to have them, and he'd be like playing Kashmir on his stereo, while we're playing Atari.
you were hanging out with Mark Ratner and buying tickets to different concerts.
Hey, I got front row tickets to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
But yeah, Russell made a big thing in here when he said that nobody remembers the New York Dolls. Well, for that, you're almost exiled. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, you're not feeling hot, hot, hot.
Oh, dude.
People in
I think it's Showtime. There's a David Johansen thing where he plays this little sort of nightclub, and Scorsese directs this thing, and it's interspersed with interviews, like his stepdaughter interviews him and some other things. But when they get to that, he totally says that that's been the bane of his whole existence. He goes,
really?
yeah, oh yeah. He didn't want to do that stuff, he just had kind of failed miserably, kind of had a shitty solo career, and then he did that, and I mean, but
Yeah,
he's epic in Scrooged, with Bill
yeah. I was
Murray.
going to say he's known more for Scrooge than, in my opinion, than the hot, 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 song.
Oh, he's 71, and Jim know that, comes to the Dolls, and you say the wrong, thing. I mean, here's a guy that could, never correct himself when he would say Alice Cooper. He'd say Copper. So, I mean, what in the hell is that? Just saying. Nobody likes it. I don't care. My show.
That's right. What's your thoughts on Peter Cetera? Big Pete. If you leave me now, no. How about that?
The worst thing that ever happened to Chicago was Terry Cat playing around with that gun.
I agree with you. My uncle was a huge, huge Chicago fan. He had like all their albums in the beginning.
Andy Gibb was their nephew. Tom, he was their nephew. He wasn't a brother.
Yeah, he was their brother.
Was he? I thought he was their nephew.
Yeah, they were all four. Yeah.
Oh, well, he was like the little brother.
He was like, I think, 13 years younger than Barry.
Well, still, he shouldn't have been playing around with Mr. Cocaine.
Yeah, that's sad, especially when none of the other brothers experimented with that crap. Because Barry said he did it.
But they
once.
had that riot. Remember in the documentary, there's that riot that nearly killed, several people in the audience. So, everybody always thought they were probably like all squares and stuff, and then that riot happened, and See, it's bringing a tear to Kenny's eye. He's like, "Oh my God, why?"
Sorry. I love the Bee Gees.
See,
Gone.
Jim has it, you know, says it perfect. The first 5 albums were incredible. After Cass died, they turned into that power ballad shit, and you know, they ruined themselves. You know,
Rosie's got a good question for you, Texas. Top 5 bands named after cities. Go ahead.
cities, not states, though.
It says cities.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm saying I'm
Oh,
saying cities, though, not states, just in case somebody goes Boston. You know, well, that's not a fucking you know, named after cities. I can't think of anything. You know.
hmm.
My favorite Faith No More record.
What is it?
That would be um, that it's the one that I can't think of the title, but it's the one that has the gentle art of making enemies on it. Because Jim Martin, and I believe, was already out of the band by that time, and he, yeah. Sure, Ozark Mountain Daredevils qualify because I say so. I mean, you can't go wrong with Jackie Blue. Yeah.
Why was Jackie Blue? Oh,
Their drummer sang that song too.
I like the Dead Fish song from Faith No More. Fishes. What is it?
But you know what's even better than Faith No More, Mr. Bungle. Yeah, and I dare anybody to try to say they weren't or aren't. Although when I saw them live, I hated it because he sang mostly in Italian, and it was like, "What are you doing that for?" You know.
Anybody ever see Information Society?
Don't even go there.
I like to get you riled up.
If see, Mercy says she loves Mr. Bungle, you know, and I mean, there's no Mr. Bungle without Travolta. And if you miss that, I'll do it again. Travolta. Which actually later got changed to verse. No, what was it? What did they call it? They were almost sued by Travolta. And then they had to change the name of the song.
Wow. Never knew that.
See, here we go. Information Society. They were full of themselves. Ha!
Pure energy.
The Champagne Supernova. Oh, never mind.
Mike
She was
Patton.
listening to Carnivore earlier today. Mercy was. Carnivore were hilarious. That one deal where they were vomiting. They had one song and it was just them vomiting pizza. It was hilarious. And Johnny, you know, I haven't forgotten Johnny, but he says, "Look at you, rat. Member of the honor roll assistant to the assistant manager of the movie theater. I'm telling you, man, if Stacy can't smell those qualifications, then who needs her, right?" So there you go.
Way to go, Hamilton.
So yeah, we'll get this started in a couple of minutes. We've kind of derailed a lot tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I like Dillinger Escape Plan. All right.
Oh, I thought that was a movie.
Well, he tried to make an escape plan, didn't he?
Yeah. America. Juno, name a song from America.
Any song?
Any song.
But it's a trick question, though,
Why?
because you're saying name, any song from America. You're not being specific and saying it's the band. So it's a trap, Juno. So I had to explain.
Zodiac had Boston, Nazareth. The only one I know from Nazareth is the Love Hurts song. Kansas, we all know Dust in the Wind. And America, I only know one song from America. And I might be wrong. Sister Golden Hair?
Well, I mean, go for it, Juno. I'm just trying to make sure you're not trying to set a trap.
No, I wouldn't do that to Juno. No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Well,
Ventura Highway.
I do like that James Brown song. Living in America.
See, I told you he didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm not an expert about music, but I like all kind of music. Like half of the band you guys were talking, I really don't know those bands.
Yeah, I didn't know. I only know. Look, that song from Faith No More. The one with the dead fish. You'll like that, Juno. You've probably heard that song before.
Okay, Kenny, here's one for you. Faith No More did a cover of I Started a Joke.
They did? The Bee Gees song? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
I'm sorry, I was too busy listening to Mr. Billy Ocean.
Oh, fuck you. Sorry,
put another quarter in there. That's $2.50.
He led me into that, so
yeah.
Yes, I know who Yngwie Malmsteen is, and Michael Schenker is a much better guitarist than that. My friend Albert, who comes in here sometimes under the name Hateful, we have lots of Yngwie jokes.
Oh, Juno, the song is called Epic from Faith No More. That's the song I think you'll like. Thanks, Jim. I always called it the dead fish song because in the video, Juno, there's a dead fish flapping at the end of it. Watch the video. Yeah. You'll like the video.
Did you guys even like that Toto band or whatever that was?
Oh, yeah, Toto was
before
great.
That asshole did the interview?
When I was younger, I kind of liked them, but the whole deal with Toto was that they were all studio musicians, helping out other bands and things like that. And then whoever the hell it was said, hey, it would be great if you guys started a band. And they were like, oh, wow, maybe we should, I mean, they got some okay songs, but, if I have to hear Africa one more time. No, I'm just kidding.
The keyboard player, Juno, wrote Human Nature for Michael Jackson.
Really?
Well, see, and they one of them, was it the one Lukather brother, when he was out spraying his lawn and then he croaked because he had done a shitload of cocaine and a bunch of other stuff.
That was the drummer, yeah.
died in his garden, you know. Let's hear it, you know. Well, yeah, Hold the Line is good, you know.
99. Ooh. They play that on my Yacht Rock channel a lot. They always play that in my doctor's office too. Toto. I'll take Toto to block.
You
Total.
71, you know, America, they sang Horse with No Name. And that horse is a specific horse that has a name. So they kind of ruin that. It does have a name, which is sometimes it's known as Mexican brown, and that's not racist, you know. All right. Well, I'm going to give a countdown for this damn thing because I mean we're already off the rails, way off the rails, and all sorts of good stuff here. So I'm just trying to reset mine to the start. For some reason, it wasn't doing it. Okay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Who do we appreciate? Bears. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. All right. So press play, suckers.
Oh, I can't take it no more. Oh, 99. Oh, this is going to be good because the lion's roaring.
And it's the actual movie, as on last week where they had the wrong movie put up.
Oh, that's a good song. Billy, Don't Be a Hero. It's a good song. And when Sha Na Na did Tell Laura I Love Her. That was another good song. Look it up. She couldn't even go over there and give him some like orange juice or some like, you know, it's like a hard day of plowing and she's just bringing back wood. I said wood. Nice hair, fella. Looks like a young Carrot Top. Yes.
You just, you know, I'm going to be a little bit behind because I hit the wrong thing and hit because I was trying to get my captions on and stuff. Yeah, he was related to, well, Carrot Top was related to him.
Or Harpo Marx's kid, yes. Patrick Wymark and Linda Hayden. They star in Blood on Satan's Crawl, a British film production.
Linda Hayden, she's masterful. Like in last week's movie with Udo Kier, you know, I mentioned it before, but she was in this movie with him called House on Straw Hill, which is really good.
Music composed and conducted by Mark Wilkinson and his brother. Dudley Lavelle, your camera operator. Olga was your hairdresser. Polish girl, Angenetti.
Carrot bottom.
Your grip was Reg Hall.
Hey, Patrick. Good to see you.
Hi there, Patrick.
You need Satan's Claw versus the Giant Claw. Piers, do you think that kid got beat up in school a lot? Piers Haggard. Produced by Peter L. Andrews. Piers Haggard directed.
You're right about that, Honky. You go to the dentist here, you know, Rosanna or Africa, you know. Snort the line, yes, absolutely. No, Baron von Raschke is not in this, you know.
How was your morning, Jenny?
What's that?
How was your morning for like watching movies?
I spent the whole day at the doctor's office today. Yes, I had an adventure at the doctor's office. I left my house at 11:32, and I did not get home until 6:05. 6:05, just in time for Braves baseball, followed by the Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, my Uber, I had 13 Ubers cancel on me today, and finally I had my niece pick me up because calling the station to get trying to get them to answer me, it was unbelievable.
Very well, we'll investigate your feed. They both have bad wigs, you know.
Yeah. Looks like Meatloaf has a wig.
That's a wig?
Sure, why not?
No, that was my niece. She's being a veterinarian in Arizona. She just called to see how I made out at the doctor's. That's why I was texting her. Texting her live on the show.
Why I oughta. They just said Mr. Bam, Mr. Spam on the subs. Shut up, you old lady. Me. The curly-haired dude is guilty of something nefarious. I never knew that, Moonbeam. You never told me that. I like it up till the end, you know.
I have something to tell you. Moonbeam was one of the original girls in Wham singing Wake Me Up Before We Go. She was the girl in the back next to George when George was doing this at the end of the video. Moonbeam was right off to the side doing yeah.
The first time I had heard so much about this movie, but seeing it with my own eyes, and the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, everyone should see this. This is great. Just this evil that this guy has unleashed, you know.
Is that the dude from the Dutch Master cigar box holding a snake?
A face of a fiend. But he's trying to tell him that it was a fiend without a face.
Rosie said Moonbeam was a Robert Palmer girl. Simply irresistible.
Well, that would be okay by me.
Yeah, there you go.
See, Robert Palmer was very underrated because he, you know, people thought he was like this, you know, I don't know what people really thought of him, but he would do Motorhead covers at sound checks and
oh wow, yeah, he was a great singer, but he really screwed the two kids from the Duran Duran because he basically stole that sound that they had for Power Station, and then he refused to tour with them. And did you see that? I'll have to send that to you, Texas. That was a really interesting YouTube video. A guy went behind the scenes with Robert Palmer, and he was supposed to tour with Power Station that summer because that album was huge, and he refused to, and that's why we had
Michael DeBar.
Yeah, Michael DeBar doing Live Aid because he refused to do it.
Well, you know, I think he had, you know, he didn't want to get stuck, you know, into something like that, you know. And really, I don't blame him, you know. Who the fuck wants to play second fiddle to Duran Duran? Not to say that they're, you know, a bad band, you know. It could have been any of them, you know. Those guys could have bowed out if they wanted to, you know. But I mean, he did. Robert Palmer did a cover of Gary Newman's "I Dream of Wires." He did a lot of great covers. "Girl You Want" by Devo.
That Bang a Gong, man, when you hear those drums by Bernie Edwards in the beginning, man, that just gives you goosebumps.
Nothing beats Mark Bolan and T-Rex, though.
Chester was doing Genesis at the time with Phil Collins, or doing No Jacket Required tour. That was Bernie Edwards in Power Station.
Absolutely, Tom. Emerson, Lake, and Robert Palmer. John Holmes was never in a band, Russell. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You know, I'm watching these old movies from the 50, you know, from the 1850s and stuff like that, and 1900s. How could people sleep with no music? You know?
Well, they might have had some of those cheap, you know, little, whatever you call them, you put those pieces of tin on there and crank it up, you know, and it's just, you know.
I'm just saying, because I don't know about you guys, but I can't go to sleep without listening to you know, music or anything. I got my yacht rock channel going at night.
I listen to Rain, so you know.
Blind Melon.
No, just the sounds of rain.
Oh,
I mean, when I was younger, I used to, throw in a tape or two, and listen to that and go to sleep.
how about you, Juno? You go to sleep with music playing?
Sometimes
Really?
I do not do it all the time, but I do it sometimes.
Because usually what I do is I'll watch a few videos of something before I actually fall asleep, and until I drop the phone on my face or something, and then I put it on the rain channel and go to bed.
Yeah. Sometimes I also listen to creepy stories or the fuck they have on YouTube,
Oh, okay.
See, that guy took his
or
wig
even
off and he's in a nightcap. Look at that.
yeah, ready to go swimming.
He's
Patrick,
a
that's a good thing.
candle maker.
Patrick listens to old baseball games. That's cool.
Even some videos on crime and
Call
ghost stories.
CPS. This is abominable.
That's interesting, Tom. I usually get too far into watching them, especially like I like to watch the film noir movies on the YouTube, and I'll get into them and just like keep on watching them because there's a chat. I think it's cinema classics or cinema noir or something like that that just keeps on running them through a loop. They have like about 587 of them, something like that, and they just like keep on running them through.
Have a good night, Jim.
Night, Jim.
Night, Jim.
They had something I forgot to send you, Texas, last night. They had the Lawrence Welk show doing the Mamas and Papas, uh, the Monday Monday song by Lawrence Welk. I remember having to watch that every week at my grandmom's house.
Yeah, I did too at my great grandparents.
And now when you watch it, it's like, like a bunch of zombies dancing out on the floor, Good night, sleep tight.
Yeah, Kenny. Sometimes I even fall asleep with watching Tubi movies. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. There you go. Look at you.
Sometimes I fall asleep if the movie sucks, but if it's a good movie, I rewatch it again and I enjoy it the next day. But some of their movies kind of suck, so I just fall asleep on them. And I see another movie playing. I'm like, oh shit, the movie finished. They play the next one.
I've been what I've been watching though, Juno. Honest to God, I've been watching the old WCW. WCW has a channel where they show all
Yeah,
Nitros and Thunders. I'm
all the
there.
snatchers.
I'm there. Vampiro. I want to see a Vampiro versus Crowbar match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What pisses me off is that they're not really releasing most of their matches
Yeah.
in pay-per-views because they don't want to. They don't want to talk about somebody that's involved with their shows, which is bullshit.
Oh, Hee Haw was another show.
See, if they would have got this guy in the brown wig to, like Tom Jones played him or something.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars, I tell you.
So you just
Tom
break it into.
Jones. Not unusual to be loved. Do,
There you
do,
go.
do.
So did you know that, Kenny, you notice that she had a claw?
I did notice that.
It's a claw.
Satan's hee haw. Howdy.
And Well, I did watch a few good movies this week,
Oh
but
yeah,
we'll talk
tell
about
us.
them after. Oh, do you want to? I thought you
Oh
want to
no.
watch this movie still.
Okay. Yeah, tell us after. See, we got a
Yeah,
spoiler for you guys. Spoilers.
because I have enjoyed a few movies. That's why I'm excited to tell them afterwards.
Did you watch this previously, Juno?
I have gotten to see it already.
Oh, you have seen it already?
Yeah, it's a really decent movie. I I still think the previous Vincent Price movie is still the best one out of. You said this is a trilogy that you're doing
Well, it's an unofficial,
unofficial.
trilogy.
Because I'll still give it to Vincent Price because Vincent Price is a son of a bitch in that movie.
Oh yeah. Brooke Sauce, Blood on Satan's Iron Claw. There we
But
go.
this is a good movie. The Iron Claw. It's still better than the Rock movie. I don't know what the hell that was. Iron Claw.
Texas, I thought you would be in Philly tonight because
Why?
one of your favorite acts are is playing right now at the Phillies game. Flow Rider.
Oh yeah.
I got a feeling. Yeah, I never got a feeling. I never do.
It is hot in here. Is that him? Oh, that's Denelli, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was magic. Hey, what's that car key doing in there?
Time for Car Shield. This movie is sponsored by Car Shield. Imagine being all in those clothes by the fire, with like a little pipe, wearing doilies around your neck. He's wearing doilies. Alan, you know why he's doing that stuff? Because he's getting low, 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 low. Huh? There you go. I can raise the roof.
Mhm.
They remade this, they'd have to get they'd put John Goodman in about 3 or 4 different roles, and he'd be wearing a fat suit.
Let's see. John Goodman, Oliver Reed, not Oliver Reed, Oliver Platt, Alfred Molina. That guy
But
looks like Alfred Lundgren.
John Goodman would still be like 4 different characters in it. But I don't know if they could come up with any of these wigs. Jesus.
The carrot top wig.
He looks like Sir Pants a lot.
Yeah, Sir Pants a
Yeah.
lot. There you go.
Come on, Rosie, you were slow on that one. Come on.
John Moxley, Goodman, Death Riders.
See, that guy said there's evil in this house. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. No.
Meanwhile, they're looking lovingly at the fireplace.
And each other. I mean, what?
I always like these shots. They make the houses look bigger when they do like the camera shots on the stairs.
Mhm.
It is a cool shot. Blow out the candle. Be a big boy. Come on. It's your birthday. Don't set the hair on fire. Looks like Tommy Shaw on the too much time on my hands video from Styx. Yes.
Oh, man. There was something I read years and years ago about, it was a quote from Tommy Shaw, and like Virgin Publishing, the arm of the publishing arm of Virgin Records, they used to put out these books for a while where it would be like 1980, the year in music or whatever, and it would have all the best songs, but it would have quotes from different rock stars and stuff. And there was this one quote from Tommy Shaw, but in essence, a good conscience plus my favorite critic and chef is in his house. I can't divulge the comment, the comment that he made. I'll just have to tell it to you later.
Okay.
But it's hilarious. It's something that you actually wouldn't even expect him to say. It was like, wait, what the
How much do you think these guys spent on candles in a house? Because it's the only lighting they have.
Well, shit, I would think that a lot of them were probably self-taught how to make candles. They just had to purchase the wax, I'll give you one of my sheep for a barrel full of wax,
I like these guys wearing underalls too. With they're going to sleep with their underalls on. Oops, something grabbed him. It could have been Satan's claw. Tune in Friday at 9. Well, there it is. If I had something like that in my room, I'd be like, we're moving. Get the hell out of the house. These guys.
Like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, exactly. They put a piece of luggage on it and he starts to take off his doily.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry about my potty mouth.
You owe a quarter, Juno.
Yes. I made the list.
See,
You made the list.
Tom Baker said back then they probably saw ghosts in every shadow, which is probably true.
Yeah, you're probably right.
the cats would actually probably talk to them. You're going to die in a fortnight. What did you just say? You know.
And the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. When you're coming home,
The
Dad.
claw is clawing his throat.
Oh. I think we're going to see some, as the kids say, carnage, Juno.
Look at the carnage, King. My God.
The part of Father Time will be played by Father Time.
My God, you're killing your mother. Mother, speaking of. Where the hell did that come from? I just had the exterminator here.
A Jersey Devil? He's real, the Jersey
She cuts her
Devil?
own throat by accident, you know.
Alan, this is my response to you. Oh!
Yeah, they always have somebody named Ralph to go get the doctor, you know.
Rhino, go
Just
on,
cut her fucking hand off, you know.
Yeah, and why in all the Godzilla movies is there always a little chubby fat kid named Kenny? I'm taking offense to that.
I never even
Kenny,
thought about that.
you notice that little chubby fat kid? I was a little chubby fat white kid and a grown man too. But I always because I always thought that was kind of neat, to hear your name in a movie, you know. But not when you're the stereotypical white fat kid, kind of hurt. You're unbelievable, Rosie. Oh, who thought Jesus Jones was going to be a big band?
I got one on you, Kenny. I saw Sneaker Pimps.
Wow, I never even heard of them before. I'm going to have to look them up.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. I was listening to Boys to Men back then because they were from Philly. Boys to Men. Boys to Men.
Weren't they really called Boys and Men? I mean, something shady there going on.
Now they are ARP. Boy.
Didn't they? Didn't they open the WrestleMania 15, Kenny?
I think so, yeah.
They sing America the Beautiful.
Yeah. They are really good singers, those guys. My mom met one of the skinny one, Sean, on the bus. He was on a SEPTA bus. And my mom doesn't like to make any kind of she just turned to him and said, "My son really likes your band." And he said, "Thank you." And then she just got off the bus. My mom didn't care about any famous people. She met Charles Barkley one time and she knew Charles Barkley was my favorite player of all time and just whispered, "My son loves your basketball prowess." And he was like, "Thank you, ma'am." And I'm like, "Mom, you could have got me an autograph." And she goes, we were on Cherry Street. He was coming out of a restaurant on Cherry Street.
Tom, do you know what EMF was supposed to mean? Anyone? Do you know what it was supposed to mean?
Nope. Empty-minded effer.
It was MFers. It was ecstasy.
Oh, wow. Okay. But Jesus Jones, he's seen the decade end in a blink of an eye.
I preferred Jesus Smith myself.
Jesus Smith. Man, I'm telling you, I look up all these names that you say, and it's just like I can't get over how much knowledge you have up there. I give it to you, Texas.
Well, yeah, thank you. I'll be here all night, but that's hard. It's well, it's all about all the times that I worked in music retail and stuff like that, And I may be a music snob at times, but I always was trying to see what the kids were into. I remember the first time some kid came in and said, "You got NWA?" And I mean, I thought he was talking about the National Wrestling Alliance. This was before, they got big. You got that song, "Dope Man"? I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry. We're still listening to "Right Here Waiting" by the great Richard Marx. Richard Marx, everybody.
Did you know, like, one of the guy, whatever his name was, that played Jason Walton in the Waltons was like the guitar player for Richard Marx?
Richard
Yeah.
Marx. Because I had the VCR tape of Richard Marx's, because I thought that "Don't Mean Nothing" song was just like, as the kids say, the cat's meow. What a great song.
I've never had that job, Tom. Richard Groucho Marx. Yes, exactly.
Good one, Rosie.
Whenever you go, I will be right here with you.
That's a beautiful song. And then the son of a bitch wrote "Dance with Your Father" by Luther Vandross. And if you don't cry during that song when Luther's singing that song, you guys are like, you should be extricated to like Russia or something like that.
Carl Richard Marx
Excommunicado.
for the commies. There you go. They should have. Well, they've had different alternate titles to this, but one of them should have probably been Satan's Shenanigans. This kid with the blonde hair that looks like Harpo Marx's kid. He kind of looks like Tobey Maguire with a wig, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to eat this poisoned apple.
You know who he does look like? Seriously, he looks like a young Elijah Wood. And here comes in
like Kyle Gostner.
David Selby. Yes, David Selby.
There's a couple of the Manson girls there. Well, they'll come and play with us. Angel is a bad angel.
Great song by the Aerosmith kids too.
I told the kid that you guys are trying to be really careful about your swearing, and she said, "Yeah, it's cute." Well, it's not that I curse all the time when I'm on here. It just happens, Oh, look, Kenny, it's G.E. Smith, in a wig.
Good one. You are excellent, sir. Yes.
Could you imagine, I always thought that guy never talked, just, when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he just makes weird faces.
Yeah.
Every Hall & Oates video. And even Juno's favorite song. Say It Isn't So. Night, kits. Take care. I hope you feel better, my friend.
Have mercy.
Good night, Mercy. Tell Wyatt I said good night, even though he won't know who the hell I'm talking about, because that's her kid.
Out of touch, out of time, out of touch.
That Susan Atkins was something else, wasn't she, Tom?
You know who her
She,
kid was, don't you?
I just actually 71. You might be actually interested in this on Netflix. There's this, just like they had the Ted Bundy tapes. There's a Charles Manson tapes thing, you know, and I can't believe like I knew most of everything that they were talking about, you know, so I was like, well, this is nothing new. But then they kind of deep dived a little bit more, and after those murders happened, the tape murders, then the La Bianca murders, the LAPD was just as messed up as they were when they were doing the damn OJ thing. They thought that the Tate LaBianca murders were like a copycat killing, that it wasn't by the same people.
Oh,
And when they caught them all, they still had no clue because they were all busted because they were living at not the Spawn Ranch, but this place, the Barker Ranch later. And there was an excavator that was in the desert. And so Charlie, the idiot, decided, you know, it's the man. He's messing up our land. So I'm going to set that thing on fire. And so then, of course, that was stupid enough. So they all get busted. And then he told Susan Atkins, you know, well, since you're in prison, you're going to have to, you know, in jail, you're going to have to be tough. And, you know, you're going to have to hold your own. So what does she do? She tells some of the inmates, you know, that murder that happened in Hollywood. Yeah, that was me. I was part of that. And that's how they all got screwed. Not that they didn't deserve it. Of course they did. But still, it was like, what the, you know?
Texas, was that the place that Dennis Wilson had him at, or was that the other
No,
place?
no.
Yeah. Bop is a very underrated song, 71.
Did you know, Kenny, that, well, you do. Manson wrote a bunch of songs, you know. And if you look up, there's a record called Lie. And it was like all these demos that he made that he had presented to Wilson and stuff like that. And there are some good songs. Look at your Game Girl. Garbage Dump is another one. Cease to Exist, which was the song that Dennis Wilson actually bought from him, changed some lyrics and changed the title. And it was released as a B-side on some single. I don't remember which one it was, though. But Charlie was furious about that.
Oh, we got boobies. Moonbeam, cover the girl's eyes.
She's in a different room. So.
Oh, okay. We got boobies.
Well, I'm sure she's seen worse than that, but, you know. By accident, of course. Yams on the rise for Kenny. There's more to it than that.
I didn't bring that part up. I was trying to be a gentleman.
Shame on you, child. There you go.
Ooh, child, things are going to get boobier. Yeah. I love that song. My mom used to sing that as a lullaby to us when we were going to bed. I didn't even know that was a song. I thought Mom made it up. Maybe she did. This movie is crazy. There, Texas.
But I mean, that's the thing, though. Like I said, first time I ever saw it, I just was like, "Wow, this is awesome."
Texas, did you read Moonbeam's comment?
No. Nah.
Are they burying the dude that cut his hand? Because I was confused as that dude died. Did he really cut his hand or something? Because it just shows the guy picking up the hand when he was cutting that claws or something that he was looking at.
I thought that was a girl that did that, but she's because she found that thing, and where they dug it up, she's totally, possessed and, doing, trying to destroy like everybody pretty much. I guess it was a guy. I don't know.
It's hereditary.
Linda Hayden is still alive.
Yeah, she's still alive. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, she's off the market. She's been married to Paul Elliott since 1987. And they have 2 beautiful children together in a beautiful house.
3D.
The only thing I don't like about this was I didn't get the slip cover. The slip cover for this was awesome, but it was the same with Witchfinder General. I didn't get that either. Meg Foster's great grandma.
Someone needs to off the blonde chick.
No pilgrim hats were harmed in the making of this film.
I'm telling you, those 3 guys look like the Dutch Master cigar label. Juno, I know you're too young.
Your Honor, Kenny.
Oh, there you go. I know you're too young for that, but they used to have a brand called Dutch Master Cigars, and they had three guys on the label. Because my aunt had a corner store, and we used to get Philly cigars, Dutch Master, and there was another brand. And like the guys used to come in from the factories because all the neighborhoods in the 70s, they worked at the factories that were in the city, and they used to come in like after like a shift and get a cigar for like 10 cents or something like that. No, Moonbeam, you're not old, but yeah, you're right. You got to get your kid Moonbeam into the film noir movies from the 40s. There's no boobies in that. Just like fast talking. See, look at, and there's like a lot of like weird names in there, too. They'll call stems for legs, and check out that dame.
Little Shop of Horror, Roger Corman classic.
They also, yeah, you're right.
Well, I kind of had forgotten about that small bit of nakedness, so that I'll take the blame for that. If that, you know.
Look at the two guys from ABBA creeping on this girl. I'll take it his name is Bjorn.
Hey, at least it's not like the. Well, actually, that other one's funny. What I was thinking, the beginning of Gregory's Girl, where the 4 or 5 guys are standing outside the hospital looking at the nurse undress in the hospital window.
That dark-haired dude, he's called the ultimate third wheel. Dork.
Yeah.
Ralph Gower, there you go, Kenny. Old man Gower.
Oh man, Gower. Hot dog. I won $1 million. Hot dog.
That's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
Hot Dog the movie?
No.
Oh.
I know about your son, Mr. Gower. I know you didn't mean to put the poison in those capsules. I know you got the telegram. Yeah. Please stop slapping my ear, Mr. Gower. It hurts.
Terry Von Erich is bringing the hay. Terry Von Erich, yes. Third wheel's creepy, isn't he?
Danny Partridge, yeah. There was a great band called Mr. T Experience, and they had a song called Danny Partridge, you know. When he got busted one time, it was hilarious.
I've never heard of any. Sometimes I think you're making up these bands, and then I look them up. I'm like, son of a gun, he's right.
I don't, you know. I mean, I'll tell you if I'm gonna make up a band name. I used to actually have like a tablet full of like band names I'd made up. I had one called Pet Ajax. I'm not gonna, say the word, let's see, there was oh hell, I had a whole bunch. I'm trying to, because I don't have the lists anymore, but I had a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff.
Alan has probably the good one. Could Kerry commence two-step with 1 foot?
Oh, man.
Too soon. Too soon. It's still real for Juno.
Like, the one band I didn't realize was real until it was a real band, Kenny.
Jeff
Was
Healy band.
Buffalo Surfers.
Oh yeah,
they appeared in CB4 because I thought because CB4 was a parody movie and I thought they were a parody band, but I didn't realize they were a real fucking band. Oh, sorry, a real band.
Oh, Barmouth.
One for Juno.
I'm double on the list.
Devil inside, devil inside. Every single Juno.
You made the list. I'm on the list. I'm on the list of Chris Jericho's list. You know what? That was actually really hilarious. The list.
Oh, it was excellent.
They got over.
Especially with Ellsworth. Did somebody lose a child? A chinless child? And you could see them trying to hold it together in the ring when they were doing that, when he was doing that. Because you see, if you look, you see Ambrose just like look down, and Roman and Seth look at each other and just try to put their head down. Boy, what?
There was that one vignette that the three of them did about the Wyatts and about the masks or something, and like I think Moxley said one of them wrong. He goes, "Well, look, that's a goat or something," and then Seth was like, "That's a lamb," you know.
And yet, Alan, I went there. I went there once. And you know who was the nicest person I ever met? Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn, Lance Storm, and Francine were the nicest people I ever
Oh
met.
yeah, I met Jerry Lynn. Very nice guy.
Taz was a very mean person. I guess he was doing the kayfabe stuff, but we weren't like stalking him, but we were at a Wawa, and he walked into the Wawa, and my buddy went, "There's Taz, there's Taz,"
Mhm.
and we just walked up to him and said, "Hey, we enjoyed watching you," and he went, "Ugh," and just and kind of paid for his water. He went and got a couple waters, and just walked out. And
Well, Taz made the list.
yeah, Taz made the list. And Sandman was half shot in the butt. He came out of the locker room because we waited for them to come out and stuff like that, and he had a six pack in his hand while he was drinking.
It's like,
See, they people act like Midsommar is like the best movie. Shit, this fucking movie.
oh,
Sorry about that, but this movie makes Midsommar look like the
The
crappiest movie you've
aristocrats.
ever seen.
way better than Midsommar.
I'll still say there's some good stuff in Midsommar, but the characters are so stupid that it's like makes no sense. Turning her into a beast.
Mm-hmm. The Beast that Bray wrote.
I mean that bit, Juno and Midsommar, where like the old people like sacrifice themselves by jumping off that cliff. That's great. That's about the only thing I really liked about it.
I didn't really care for the whole movie.
Yeah, I pretty much, like I said, if they weren't so stupid,
Mm-hmm. And it would have had a bet. Also, they should have had a better ending, not an anti piece of garbage ending, anticlimactic. Which I do hate when movies do that garbage where the artsy fartsy stuff has the anticlimactic ended, not perfectly.
Alan, I did get his hair.
Allow me to whip it out.
Yeah, this bit, kid, you better close your eyes a little bit. She's smelling her, laundry because of the ancient Chinese secret.
What's that on her back? Is she turning into a werewolf or what? It's all furry.
I'll have what she's having. Cut it out. Uh-oh.
The Beast of Bray Road.
Yeah, there's old Alfred E. Newman there, They don't really, they don't really go like,
Wendigo.
What in the hell are we watching?
Right. Turning to the Beast of Bray Road or a Wendigo or something.
Alan, I read that Lucha Underground is playing on Prime over in the UK. I read that yesterday on the Twitter. Yeah, all 4 seasons of Lucha Underground are available for UK subscribers on Amazon Prime. Sorry to glare.
The dang barbarian.
I love that child. I don't know how he died. What was the weapon? This axe. You see, man? His tongue is convicted. Why? Found her in the ruined church. It were Angel Blake. Ned Carter saw her, and the children with her.
Did you see the original season of Lucha Underground, Kenny?
I watched like about 3 episodes of it, but that was about it. I do want. I'd love to watch the episodes though. Again.
For a while, there was only there was a channel here that was only showing them in Spanish.
Oh, no kidding, really?
I still watch them though.
It used to be on the L-Ray channel. They don't have that channel no more. That was like 2016 and 17.
Oh wow, Alan! I never seen that one. Wow. Yeah, I have a funny story of a house show that I seen at ECW. They played about like 5 minutes away from me, and we had ringside tickets. Ringside tickets were $50, and it was Taz versus Bam Bam Bigelow, and they were literally on top of me and my buddy, and there was a kid with special needs in a wheelchair. And they were on top. They were on top of him, and I'm saying to the guys, I'm like, "Yo, guys," because his wheelchair fell over, and I'm like, "Yo, guys, come on, you got to get up." And I'm like pushing Taz, and he looked at me and he like said some nasty words to me, but Bam Bam realized I was trying to get the kid up from the wheelchair,
Yep.
and Bam Bam grabbed Taz and pushed him aside and slapped him. And then I think Taz
Mhm.
seen what was going on with him. So Bam Bam sent out the kid. Balls Mahoney was on the show, and apparently
Mhm.
all the guys signed a trash can lid for the kid. And
Mhm.
Bam Bam came up after the show and apologized to his dad because his dad was like 70 at the time and
Mhm.
he couldn't like lift him. So me and my buddy were trying to get the wheelchair up, you know,
Yep.
to get him in there. And the father, and then one of their, you know, vaunted security guards, those idiots, uh,
Mhm.
they were like pushing me and my buddy, and I'm as big as these guys, these security guys. I think I was like bigger than one of them. And I said to him, "Did you see what happened?" I said we were trying to get the guys off of the kid because the kid's like a buck 40 in a wheelchair with like the
Mhm.
wheelchair like crushing the poor kid. So he came up to
Yeah.
me after the show and he was like, "Oh, we thought you were after one of the boys." I'm like, "No, did you see the poor kid underneath the wheelchair?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Bammer told us about it afterwards." He goes, "You guys are cool. Thank you." I'm like, screw you, pal. You know?
You
Mhm.
should have asked for Heyman, and beat his ass.
Yeah, Heyman wasn't there. He didn't. I don't think he did like local, you know, house shows. But I was there because I loved that was during the whole Jerry Lynn Van Dam feud, Juno, when I went to see
Yep.
that. Roger Daltrey in Aquafina. Hear me.
That's Tommy, not Quadrophenia.
I'm
What the
sorry.
fuck?
Do it to me, Juno. Do it.
So
You
what?
just made the list.
You made the list.
You idiot. No, man, no.
You stupid idiots. You made the list.
Like, oh well, you know,
How isn't he wet? Neither, I mean, he just pulled her out of the river. Neither of them are wet.
Mhm.
he's wet. What are you
Oh,
talking
there
about?
you go. She's alive. Talk to me. Talk to me. Are you there, kid? Are you
I guess.
there?
I guess they probably gave him warm clothes.
Get her near the fire. Burn her alive.
Is she then? I don't know. Case to throw her in the lake. See if she float like a witch.
And is she?
The lady in the lake.
But I'm gonna put her up.
Just a moment. What was my cotton for bringing that?
Hey,
Now bring it to the
That's
bed.
right, lady. Disrobe her.
The lady in the water.
We have to burn her now.
Now steady away.
Burn her now. Oh, hold my heart.
These cotton threaded here. This
She
poor
didn't turn into a werewolf.
No, Juno. Juno has a secret about being a werewolf, but doesn't happen very
Damn it.
often. Happens to me more.
Yeah, with being a teenage werewolf.
All these
I can't
women with
believe
fur
that.
patches. What the hell?
I just can't believe that movie, Teenage Werewolf and Frankenstein, has never gotten a release.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird because both of those movies, they're API, so I don't understand. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand that either.
because a lot of those API movies, they've been getting 2K scanned Blu-rays, but
Well,
these
I
movies
mean,
don't.
who knows? I mean, I don't know if they're like public domain either, you know. It's weird.
Could you not cut the skin from her leg? For what purpose? Skin would only grow again?
Because the only copy they ever released that was only a Columbia VHS,
Not be quick. Wasn't I the first?
and that's
I mean,
hard to
you can
find.
find, bootlegs of them and stuff, but those movies are great. Beelzebub. Just give her some damn ether, man. You don't have to.
They're ripping off the Harry Carnage. Wait, you gonna eat that like Boogeyman?
That guy's got like a huge schnoz like Gabe Cotter,
Mm-hmm.
or Gabe Kaplan.
Where? What?
They should, like I said, should have given her some ether, or clocked her, with that bucket beforehand.
Hello, Mr. Carter.
Christ.
And he's just gonna dry that out and wear it as an eye patch.
Yep.
There's no blood.
Gonna keep it like a cricket in a jar.
That's a great song by the Metallica kids. Cricket in the jar.
Yeah.
My turn.
Oh, Texas! You'll never forget what never guess what I found on the whatnot.
What not did you find?
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band with the Bee Gees.
Oh, yeah. Everybody tries to sort of forget that.
I remember seeing that they had a. My mom used to go with my aunt shopping, so she used to drop me and my brother off at the movie theater, and there was two movies always playing. There was remember those old 70s complexes where one movie was on one side and the other movie was on that side, but
Yeah.
you could hear some of the movie from the other theater. Well, on one side was Star Wars, the other side was Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
There was probably like maybe one or two people there.
Yeah, we never seen it theatrically because we always went to see Star Wars, me and my brother. But when it came on the HBO and stuff. I remember turning to my brother and going, "This movie's stupid." And we loved both of us loved the Bee Gees at the time, still do. But
Yeah, but that whole thing was abysmal. I mean,
yeah,
friggin' Aerosmith in there doing "Come Together," and they're all like coked out of their minds, and stuff, and just
best part of it was Earth, Wind, and Fire doing "Got to Get You Into My Life."
yeah, I will agree with you.
So I got that I told my brother, I said, I got it on Whatnot for $1.
Let this be a lesson to you kids. Don't do drugs.
Yes. True story. I was in New York for a wrestling convention and went with someone who was supposed to pick up Carrie Von Erich at the airport. And when she saw his condition, we left. That's sad, Alan. That's so sad. Sorry about the fire alarm that's going off down the street.
No, I can't hear it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes when I do the streams with Jim, he's like, "You being raided?"
You should say, "Yeah, I am." Stand down, Margaret. Stand down.
Juno, doesn't that guy
It's
look
the
like
Mountain.
Kane?
I thought he said it first.
Without
It's
the
the
mask?
bastard.
It's gotta be Kane.
Yeah,
It's gotta be,
that looks like King.
it's gotta be Kane.
Those pals were all on the line, just waiting
Jim
to
Ross
brief
just,
them, and then he scared them off.
Jim Ross
What
just
about
had
Jim Ross?
brain surgery. Wednesday last week or something, and he gave a update on the Twitter. He wants to come back and do the show over in London to call matches. This dude just had brain surgery. He couldn't do a match to save his life for the last 2 years, and he just had surgery, and he wants to do one now. I don't know. Thoughts?
He needs to He needs to like calm and rest and heal first.
Retire.
Retire.
You stay my own. Well, again, you give me nothing but stories. And you know evidence. Further instances discovered themselves out.
Dogs?
Angel Bay. My lord, I have something here.
The dogs are after the wolf man.
Oh, this smells wonderful. I shall wear this as an eye patch.
Don't turn your back on the wolf's pack.
Ooh.
You might end up in the body bag.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I was all up with Disco Fever and Alex Wright, the Dancing Machine
Yep.
tag team.
But sir, many are affected. Innocent folk may be other. We judge who is innocent.
All they needed was Bee Gees music to dance with.
Night
And they were
fever,
set.
night fever. Oh, is she really, Alan? I can't wait to watch. I'm going to watch that tomorrow. Because this week, Juno in Texas was the Missy Hyatt episode. So Alan said she's already complaining they made her look old and wrinkly because of the lighting. No, honey, it's because you had too many facelifts that look terrible.
Yeah.
Well, Alan sent me this thing where she was having an actual like watch party for it. So you go, sit there with her plastic duck lips and everything, and you know.
She was a beautiful girl, man. When she first came on in 88, 89, boy, was she beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand plastic surgery because to me it's crap.
Yeah, did you hear Kirsten Dunst say about she'll never have plastic surgery? And I think everybody is like, hallelujah.
Good for her.
Well, I
Yeah,
like Kirsten Dunst.
I like
I
her.
wish, what's her name? The other one, should do something. I watched the verses with her and Leah Shalcott today, and I was just like, oh God,
Good
Kristen
for her,
Stewart,
man.
you know.
But good for her, man. Like she still looks great
Yeah,
because you could tell the difference of not taking plastic surgery. You could tell plastic surgery fucks you up. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I
It,
don't
it
get
really screws your image and your look.
like, who I thought was really pretty when she first started out? Lisa Renna. And then she had all that facial surgery with her lips, and she looked like the puppet from the Muppets in the band, the girl from the band.
What a horrible thing to say, Kenny. No,
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Jim Ross.
Damn you.
He's
She
running like
looks
a
like
skunk.
she looks
No.
like a she looks like a young Ursula Andrews, doesn't she, Texas? The girl that got caught in a bear trap.
Mhm.
Wow, is she really? Wow, Lee Grant. Lee Grant was really pretty when she was younger. I enjoyed her brother though, Lou Grant. Oh, Phyllis Diller. There's another one. Well, I don't think she was ever pretty, but my mom said she was really hysterically funny.
Courtney Cox is another one.
Oh, what did she do to her face, Courtney? Oh,
Now
Meg,
she looks
Meg
more like
Ryan.
yeah.
Woof.
Now they look
Meg,
like Skeletor.
Well, Pamela Sue Anderson, she didn't get any plastic surgery.
pretty girl. You know who still looks great at like 70 years old? Cheryl Tiggs.
I haven't seen a picture of her lately.
Yeah, she really looks good. The other one that looks good, another Cheryl Ladd. Cheryl Ladd was gorgeous.
Mhm.
She was my favorite of the Charlie's Angels. Yeah, so if you watched my show, Shelley Winters was. That's a good one, Russell. Thank you.
And for Connolly, she's another good one. She never took
I
plastic
just I
surgery.
just watched last week, Night of the Hunter, and Shelley Winters was in that. And she was gorgeous back then.
Yeah. This girl looks like a young Mare Winningham.
Oh man, I met her one time. She was so sweet. Very, very sweet.
She had such a pretty face, Mayor Winningham. I'm glad that you had a good visit with her because I adored her when I was younger. Remember, she was in St. Elmo's Fire, and they were
Yep.
just, oh man, what a beautiful girl.
You ever see that movie Georgia that she was in with Jennifer Jason Lee?
Of course, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yep, of course.
Stephanie Kramer.
Is it-
She was in a show called Hunter.
Sister, Jennifer Jason Lee, y'all.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh
She's in that.
man, it's fantastic. She's in this. Eric Stoltz is in it.
And it's called Sister, not the Tia and Moe Mallory show.
No, it's got Judith Ivy's in it.
Oh, Judith Ivey was
man.
another good actress.
He has a Wolfman leg now.
(1987) film. Juno. It's on Amazon Prime streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I now have a movie for tomorrow to watch. Sister. Yes. Sister. By 38 Special.
You should
Another
see old Sisters too. Also, not Sisters too, but Sisters with what's
Danny
her name?
Kaye and Bing Crosby.
No,
Hey,
no.
Joe.
Margot Kidder.
Oh,
You know? De Palma. There you go. More.
yeah, De Palma.
And it's called
Or
Sisters.
chicken.
Just Sisters.
Gotcha. And Jennifer Salt.
You remember how, like, back in 70s and 80s, you know, like if you know, before cable, they would show the most obscure movies like late night instead of all those
Yeah.
damn infomercials. And I remember, like, my mom had gone out somewhere, so she was going to be home like late, and so I decided, you know, I'm going to go sleep in her bed because she had a queen size bed, and you know, I was just going to, you know, until she got home. So I remember, you know, I passed out and I woke up. It was like 2 in the morning or something, and she had a TV in her room, and I remember looking up, and there's this scene in Sisters where this guy gets stabbed in the balls, you know, with a knife, and blood's just going everywhere. I mean, they didn't even cut it, you know. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? You know, I mean, I was petrified, you know. I was like, holy crap. Don't go up there. I'm telling you, don't go up there. Stop the porn talk. Jesus Christ, there's a child in here watching.
Juno, go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's not, you know, she can stay up as late as she wants. These guys, you know, Russell can go to bed.
Russell. Russell, you're a fountain of information tonight.
Fountain of goop.
So we now know who the person that subscribes to Gwyneth Paltrow's service, Russell.
Ah. What's in the box? There you go.
Be right back. Got a bathroom break.
Barmouth. Gina will be right back. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. That's right. You can be like Gino and go to the bathroom. That's a little ass window that man's peeking out of, you know that?
Yep. But he could put a cannon up there and just,
Yeah, you put fire! Oh, we salute you. Fire.
I'm back. In the
Kurt Cohn.
lobby.
I do too, Russell. Oh, and welcome back. Your dreams of your ticket out. Sing it, Juno. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Let's all go to the library.
Deborah
Let's all
Lee
go to the
Scott. There
library.
you go, Kenny.
Oh, yes. Highly recommend Deborah Lee Scott. She was always on Match Game.
Yeah.
And Gene was always trying to get into her pants, boy. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Maybe
you know,
he did.
I'm gonna cut the one bit out, but apparently he and what's her name had an affair. Brett.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. She cheated on Jack Klugman?
I didn't know she was married to Klugman.
Oh, yeah. That's how she got on the show. Klugman couldn't do it, and he sent his wife there because she was a friend of Charles's, because Charles and Klugman did like Broadway together and stuff like that. So they had sat her down next to Charles, for Charles just to, talk over her and stuff like that. And they got a good rapport going, and that's how that started. Oh yeah, I love Match Game. Match Game was my favorite. That and the Whammy show, Press Your Luck. I used to call out of school so I could watch Press Your Luck.
This is Peter Tomarkin.
It's a poor band that they have. We got boobs. She looks like Anne Hathaway too, a little bit. This girl. What's this angel's name?
Oh, you got Tiny Tim looking like he's eating a chocolate bar or some shit.
You're gonna get some leg tonight for sure. Tell us how you do. Come on, Dave. Give me a break. Hey, hey, hey. One break coming up. Ba doop ba doopity doo. I've got another dead one for you. Jump! Might as well jump. Something tells me they're not going back to the girl with the boobies.
Now there's a bunch of angry pilgrims.
It's the Wolf Man.
Oh! Hey, fellow babies. The Wolfman coming at ya.
There's the one that cut her hand off, the one with the stump, good old Stumpy there, you know.
Let's say this. This does have a better ending than Midsommar. Because the ending of Midsommar really pissed me off. Okay. Now I'm in the credits. You know what, Texas? This was actually the better version of Midsommar. And I agree.
I need to know who the girl was at the end of the movie.
They destroy the Wolf Man.
They might have Chester. I don't know. I hope not, you know. But I know that Z probably has to work in the morning.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rosie and Brooke for a while. Did they leave?
I think. I haven't seen their comments.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in the comments either.
Ah,
See ya, Alan.
you're
Take
welcome,
care.
71.
Juno, if you go to the WCW channel on the YouTube, right now they're playing Bash at the Beach match. Stunning Steve Austin versus Ricky Dragon Steamboat.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, an ass kicking match there.
yeah, you know which one I'm talking about, right? The WCW one where they just play relentless streams.
Like 24/7 live streams they add
Yeah,
on there.
just go to WC. It just says
Yeah,
WCW
because
channel.
I'm subscribed to their vault for WWE Vault and WCW Vault.
Oh, I am too. But this one,
Yeah.
Stone Cold has Stunning Steve has Dragon Slayer on his tights,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell there was already a Johnny B. Bad match because all the
Yeah.
glitter is all over the place
Mm-hmm.
because it's on Ricky
Johnny
Steamboat.
B. Bad,
I'm a bad man.
Marshmallow.
There's a Dory
Shit.
Funk Jr. versus Jack Briscoe Mid Atlantic from '82 matchup on the Vintage Wrestling Channel.
Hmm. Very sad that Dory Funk Jr. passed away.
Yeah.
Night, Alan.
Night, Alan. Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
71. If
Chester.
you're going to go into you know whose room, and if Himmy's there, let me know. I can call him a drunken bastard. Womp, womp, womp.
And that girl at the end, her name was Tamara Ustinov. She's been married to Malcolm Rennie since 1989.
Now that the movie's over, now I can say what the movies I did watch.
Yes. Tell us more. Tell us more. Was it Love at First Sight?
Yeah, I was.
Ay, cabrón. Yeah.
I watched the Russell Crowe Robin Hood movie, and I enjoyed that one.
It was good, wasn't it?
That had action. That had carnage because it also had the unrated version. So yeah, because the unrated version had more carnage and more gory kills
Agree.
and a lot of action, like badass carnage that Jim Ross would. Because I was actually kind of doing Jim Ross commentary, like this is a slobber knocker. Business is about to pick up. Carnage everywhere.
Yeah, Tom Baker put it was a Ridley Scott movie. That's why.
That was not a bad movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It's very because a lot of stuff got cut out from that unrated version, where because they actually made the movie more violent and more action packed, and I enjoyed it. Like that had more action than that depressing garbage movie they came out with A24. Because I know, was it you seen that monstrosity, Kenny?
Yeah, The Last Days of Robin Hood.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I know there's some people. Go ahead.
No, I said to you how bad that movie was. I just couldn't get over how bad it was.
What I don't like when people defend that garbage movie, they want to say it's the actual version, the accurate version of Robin Hood. But why do we want to see the accurate version if he's an ass clown and a jerk? Like I don't want to see that crap.
Right.
I'd rather see him as the hero.
Oh, by the way, Juno, somebody asked earlier. I know this is a little too late, but I don't know if
Mhm.
that person. What's the movie on Friday?
Split Second with Roger Howard,
I applaud you, sir.
and
It
it's an
was,
ass kicker of a.
It's a
It's an
great
ass
action
kicker
movie.
with Roger Howard.
we should do Hobo with a Shotgun.
We could do that sometime. I was looking at this cover. Like, you showed the cover of Hard Rain, Kenny.
Uh huh.
This was the shitty cover I had.
Oh wow.
Because I was saying that the cover you had was better. This one, I don't know. I have this crappy cover
Let me see if I still have it here because I moved some of my
because
movies around.
it's just
No.
it's just Christian Slater bad Photoshop him running in the rain or something. Crappy cover.
Oh, this movie I'm gonna watch and do a review on. Sean sent me this because he thought I would get a kick out of it because he knows how much I like bad movies.
hmm Woman, what?
Woman in the Woods.
Yeah, because the I could not see the middle word. It was so tiny. It just said
Yeah,
I could only see woman words
yeah. It's an
because I didn't see
Echo.
the middle.
It's an Echo Bridge extravaganza, but it is
Echo.
on Tubi, not a sponsor.
hmm
So he sent that over to me. So I have to watch that.
Not a sponsor. Will be soon enough, right?
Oh, I would love Tubi to
Yeah.
sponsor us.
To be sponsored. Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
some
Tell
of
him.
these these people get sponsored on their channels. To like get free movies and stuff. I mean, there's this one girl on there. She doesn't. She has like I think about 50 more subscribers to me, and she doesn't do anything on her channel. So I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't me. What other movie did you watch? You said you had a
I
couple.
watched the three. I watched I watched the three carnivore movies on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one of them.
They're low budget rip-off versions of Jurassic Park, but the first carnivore actually came out weeks before Jurassic Park, so it was actually the original. It was actually the first dinosaur movie, live action movie
Oh, wow.
before the Jurassic Park made it big in a few weeks after its release.
Right.
So the first one came first, and then two and three were straight to video because the first one went to theaters.
Oh, okay.
Kertunk.
And they're low budget. It's like the pre version of Asylum movies, but they're actually not bad. I would say Carnosaur 2 was the best one out of the three because it is a Aliens ripoff, but a lot of fun and a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
action in that one.
And it's called Carnosaur.
Yeah, it's Carnosaurs, and then there's Carnosaur 2, and then Carnosaur 3. Raptors, there's a movie called Raptors that's like an unofficial fourth movie, but that one is garbage from what I heard because I have not seen it, but I heard that they just reuse footage from the previous Carnosaur movie, so it's like a really crappy movie where it's just they use archival footage,
Right.
which I like. I think those are a lazy way to have a sequel, but it is not an official sequel, but they call it AK Carnosaur 4. But
Cool.
but there's
I'll
three Carnosaur movies.
thank you. I will definitely have to check that out.
Because Roger Corman was involved presenting the first one because his name's on the first one. But they're pretty much the R-rated version of Jurassic Park. Like, 'cause even though the novel of Jurassic Park had a lot of carnage and crazy, brutal stuff in the book, but in the movie they just made it more of a family-friendly movie. But Carnage was pretty much like the R-rated version of Jurassic Park, where you see dinosaurs ripping limbs and doing some real carnage asada and their having their tacos and everything.
Wow.
Because like they're eating a lot of people in the movie. I'm like, yeah, that's what Jurassic Park should have been. It should have been the R-rated crazy stuff. Have like dinosaurs go carnivore style.
Well, Chester Franklin's gonna watch Faces of Death, and he'll give you I give you that one a watch on Shutter tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on Friday.
Okay.
I think it's fantastic. They took they actually made a story out of it, and put some good use to it instead of it being like a fake, quasi found footage documentary like those, the originals are, because you didn't need 4 of them, and they even, if people actually had read the box back in the day of the VHS, it says that parts of it, were staged and shit like that. People like to be dumb, so there you go.
I got this one, Juno, to watch too.
It Man.
Yeah, it's
what number is that? Because I could not read that.
3.
3.
Yeah, the guy thought he sent me It Man 1,
Mhm.
and when I opened it up to check the disc, it was 3. So he refunded me the money, and I said to him, "You didn't have to refund the money." He said, "No, I sent you the wrong movie, not the one that you wanted." I said, "Well, you sent me an Ip Man movie. I mean, this was only $1. He didn't have to refund me. He refunded me the $1 anyway. So I got that to watch. So I was sharing.
Well, that was nice. I mean, I bought the Zodiac movie, and there was some kind of problem with the case, and the guy told me beforehand. He said, "There's a problem with this, so I didn't have a replacement. So I'm going to charge you half of what I think." He charged me half price of whatever he was originally asking for it.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Juno. Movie number 4. What other one you got?
For number 4?
Yeah. Movie number
number 4 that I watched. Yeah. I watched Captain America. What's the second one? The Winter Soldier.
Yes.
I did enjoy it.
Hallie
I did have
Atwell
some
was
issues with. I did have some issues with it. It didn't need to be too freaking long because there were
Yeah.
some boring parts, but I did enjoy the action. Like the action did not disappoint, and it was awesome.
You're like
And it was
me with these MCU movies, because they get tired sometimes, and it's just like it's like you're superheroed out, So it's like,
yeah.
because I remember what I
Sometimes
enjoyed the first 3 Iron Man movies, but it just got to a point where you're just like, oh my god, another one, oh my god,
yeah.
another one.
I know the third one. I did see that a month and a half ago, and I thought it was okay. Had some decent action scenes, but it was a step down from the first 2.
Right.
But like a lot of people don't realize that actually was the final movie of Marvel where they actually used it was the final time they ever used the comic book intro for the Marvel logo.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was actually the last Marvel film to ever use that comic book logo, which I always miss that logo.
That's
The way
interesting.
they open the Marvel, because they always open the Marvel logo where the comic book page moves and then it's like transitioning to the Marvel logo. Like I don't like the MCU logo. I prefer the one where they just have like the comic books showing like sections of them from each comic book moving page. Like that was so awesome.
But I was glad that the Spider-Man movie was good, because me and Jim got into an argument the other day on Twitter, and I said, and he was like, because I was saying how much it made in the movies and stuff, and he goes, but it's still not the greatest movie. I'm like, Jim, you're almost 60 years old, dude.
Why the
Said
fuck would
these
you even
movies,
argue about a Marvel film?
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
I said these
Well,
movies are not being made for you, Jim. I said I mean, they're being made for like kids my niece's age, 22, and younger. I said if you were their age, it would have been like because I said to him like Titanic. Remember, like all the girls going to see Leo and stuff like that, and
mhm.
how many times they went to see that in the theater. And he was like, I guess you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I am right. They're not made for us old people. They're made for the young kids,
Yeah,
you know? So I actually won that argument with him. So I was kind of happy with
yeah.
myself.
Like, but guess what? Brand New Day actually surpassed Odyssey, so it's actually the highest grossing movie of the year.
Yeah, but
And
he
it's
then he had a
yeah,
little dig into me afterwards. He goes, "Yeah, but Doomsday will do more money." And I'm like, "Of course it will." Because it's a known franchise and they're all digging the trailer and stuff like that. So, but I don't know. It's just
um,
like
I have not seen the new Spider-Man, but I'll definitely check it out
it's on the site that will not be named.
because
It's actually a
because
very
I'm
good
more
copy.
interested. I'm more interested in that than Doomsday because I know a lot of people are excited about Doomsday, but I'm not big on this team that they're assembling.
I did watch that a couple, I guess about a month ago when it came out, the Paul Rudd movie with the Jonas kid.
The new
Right.
Paul Rudd movie.
Yeah, what was it called, Texas?
It was called Paul Dud. No, it was what was that thing? It was about that
It was a good movie
the
too.
songwriting thing. I can't remember the name
Yeah,
of it.
I'll look it up because I recommend that, and that's on the site that
Because
will not be named either.
yeah,
I
I know. Yeah,
That is
excuse
called
me. Thank you.
Power Ballad.
what a dumb name.
That is a dumb name. It should have been like, but that was like my favorite movie so far this year. Power Ballad.
Hmm.
I gave that a 9 out of 10 stars. I just thought it was
But
a cute story, and
yeah, but I understand, Kenny, that superhero movies are just tire fatigue stuff
I
because
agree.
I heard they're gonna release like three Marvel movies in 2028, like another Black Panther movie, like whatever. You ain't gonna let Chadwick Boseman rest in peace and have his peace milk that franchise.
Yeah, I sent that too, and I got a stupid response from him on that. So
What?
I sent that to him about the three Marvel movies coming out, and I got a smart ass answer from him about that too.
Whack, whack, whack.
You watching it, Texas? Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan versus Pretty Wonderful. Wonderful.
Who was that again? I forget.
Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma. Pretty wonderful.
No, but you said it. Oh, okay.
So in
You
the
said it was
WCW,
Cactus Jack and Kevin's. Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, they were the tag team champions at the time.
I wonder.
Paul
Yeah.
Bowman, that guy was a dick.
Have a nice day.
Ah,
Yeah, we didn't
Hey
even
Wes,
nobody ever talked about AEW last week. What you guys think of the Jericho match?
I never watched
I liked it, except for that lousy botch. You know, I mean, there were quite a few botches. You know, but I did like Collision.
but
You know, with the Rascals and Leo Rush together, that was kind of cool. The only thing I didn't like about it was that Kyle O'Reilly Roderick Strong match. That should have gone at least 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I gotta watch that yet. Saturday was a bad day for me because I went over my friend's house and
Mhm.
and we watched the Phillies game. So I was like all kinds of like shook when I got home because it's like I had to watch the Eagles game and then I had to watch the uh, wrestling and I didn't catch up with Collision yet. That's the great thing about the DVR though. You can pop that on.
Was it on?
Russell,
I
there's
heard.
only one cat in wrestling, and that's Ernest the Cat Miller, not Ernie Ladd. Ernest the Cat Miller. You guys remember
Ernie
Ernest
Camp.
Miller?
Yes, I do.
Ernie, yeah,
He had
Ernest
the
Miller.
he had the James Brown gimmick.
Then they had Sonny Ono manage him for a
Night
bit.
Moonbeam. Take care.
Night Moonbeam.
Have a good night.
Never plus a Night Moonbeam.
Night, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel, thanks. Yeah, good to see you. I was hoping Dirk and Darren would have popped in for a minute.
Let me tell you something. This part of WCW back in the early '90s, man, they loved their tan guys. You know, it's like you go in, everybody's tan, and then here comes Cactus. poor Mick, and everybody's on the juice back then. These guys are just like all roided up. Kevin
Mhm.
Sullivan. Ernest the Cat Miller was the wrestler in the match. He was, man. Ernest the Cat Miller was entertaining. When him and Mrs. Jones came out and did the James Brown thing, I was
Mhm.
sports entertained.
I think I was at that show because they did it. I think what was it? A couple of Super Brawls in San Francisco at the Cow Palace, and I was at 2 of them.
Oh, no kidding. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Ernest Miller. All right, guys. I have the question of the night. I know there's only like maybe 3 people here left, but what's your 3 favorite go-to candy bars? If I gave you $5 and pick out 3 candy bars, what are you getting at the Walmart?
Nestle's Crunch, a Snickers, and probably a peanut butter Twix.
Oh, okay. No Heath bar or Clark bar?
No.
No. Juno, how about you? Top 3
3
candies.
Milky Way.
Okay.
My second one would be Kit Kat,
Okay.
and then number 3 will be for a free candy. I would definitely go for I'll definitely go for an airhead.
Really? Wow, there's something that you don't hear every day. Airheads.
Airhead. I always thought that was an old school fucking candy to get because they
Watermelon.
always sell them. Sorry, it's just they were always cheap to really buy, and I always enjoyed it when I was a kid. I
Cool.
cannot because I wanted to give a shout out to Airhead because all the time at the market they were always dirt cheap, and but they were always I always had a good time eating one when we go to the store and then just coming home and I ate one because
Nice.
we walked across it because we weren't too far from the market. We just walked there like 2 blocks away and then
Cool. Daniel says
it
zero bar, and Chester says Kit
zero.
Kat, Twix, and Snickers. My three are Nestle's Crunch. That's like so good. Three Musketeers bar and
Mhm.
a Snickers bar. That would be my three.
Yeah, I can't eat nuts because I'm allergic to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why I never. That's why I did not say a nut because I didn't say a nut candy or something like Snickers or anything because I'm allergic to it.
Gotcha.
There's my ex mother-in-law. She was Belgian, and she used to take these trips every couple of years to Belgium, and she would get us all these different candy bars, and they were these zero bars that were chocolate, but they had these like a little. I don't know how the fuck they did this thing, but it was like a little piece of ice or something inside the bar.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was something like that. It was really cold, and when you would get to it, then it would like melt, and I mean, it was great. And then there were these banana chocolate bars she used to buy. Man, oh, were so good.
Wow, that's interesting. That used to be that used to be a big thing in the 70s. You remember that? The chocolate covered bananas.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
used to dip Juno, they used to dip a banana in chocolate and then they used to freeze it. So, and that was like a big treat for us kids when we were kids.
Oh, dipping the ice cream, the was it the banana into like chocolate and then it gets hard.
Yeah, and then you put it
Oh,
in the
those are
freezer. Definitely
yeah,
awesome,
those
aren't
are
they? I haven't had,
dipping.
man, I don't think I've had one of them since like the 80s. Wow. I just brought back a memory because we play baseball, like little league, me and my brother, and my mom used to take us across the street because right across the street they had water ice and soft pretzels that you could get, and usually the coach bought everybody a small water ice and a pretzel, for having a good game
Mm-hmm.
if we lost or something like that. And one time they ran out of cherry water ice, and that was like my go-to cherry water ice. And I said to the coach, I said, I don't like. I'm just going to take a pretzel. And he goes, well, they have these things called chocolate covered bananas. I don't know if you're interested in that. And I'm like, and my mom's like, well, let's try it. It doesn't hurt because she goes, you like bananas, and she goes, and you like Hershey bars. So we tried it. Oh my god, that was like I think like every weekend that like summer we went back and got a chocolate covered banana.
Mm-hmm.
So good. That brings back a lot of memories. So good, so good. Ooh, you gonna put a new song in for this week, Juno?
Yeah, I put a different song.
Ooh, I can't wait. We're gonna raise the roof.
Ah, Kenny, Kenny, what's my dancing? There you go.
Have you guys ever had a hot dog with mayonnaise on it?
I used to eat those a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I did.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that until tonight. John Kruk, who's a ex Philly, he's our like color analyst, and they had this promo where it was because Bryce Harper, who's a Philadelphia Philly, he hit for the cycle last month, so they had a promotion tonight where it was you got four hot dogs, three tasty cakes, which is like a local thing, two sodas, and one big thing of popcorn for $50. So they were advertising that tonight at the game. So John Kruk goes, "You made sure you got my hot dogs right." And the other guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I never had a hot dog with mayonnaise." And John goes, "Don't worry. If there's four of them here, there won't be four of them after 3 minutes."
That's insane. Well, the food prices, rather,
Yeah, the food that is expensive, but then again, they sold out of them too, which was crazy. Candy Cakes is like a Philadelphia, like Little Debbie's place. If they have if you guys like peanut butter, but then again, Juno can't have peanut butter. They have peanut butter tandy cakes, which is basically peanut butter lathered in a little light, fluffy like cake. Oh, it's so good, and then it has chocolate over it, so it's like chocolate peanut butter. It's it's so good. That's how you knew how to pronounce Belgium. What's that mean? Belgium?
Belgium. That's a kind of a short way to say it, Belgium.
Oh, okay.
One time when she went to Belgium, there was this band that we liked called Capital Scum. They were like a Belgian hardcore band, and they left the address on the lyric sheet of their the record, and so we wanted to get some reason we wanted her to go there to the address and do something for us. I don't know if it was because we wanted to interview them for our zine or something like that. We had written out the questions, probably figured it would be cheaper just since she was going there to go there. So she actually goes to the address and meets the guy and stuff, and he was really cool. Gave her a bunch of stickers to give us another copy of the record, and then she had like tea with his mother or grandmother or some shit.
Oh wow,
Fucking hilarious.
they're still around. Did you know that, Texas Capital Scum?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just went. They have a I'm not kidding you. They have a Facebook page, Capital Scum. Capital Scum, the founding fathers of Hageland Hardcore, started playing in the early 80s. The band's still active today. Guitars, Larry. Bass, Jurgenowski. Drums, Sergro Bro. And vocals, Pies.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that I used to talk to, because one of them, it might have been Pies. I don't remember.
That's pretty interesting that they're still around. I'm sending you the picture right now, so you can go on their Facebook page and fanboy out on them.
I know. I mean, there was a Swedish band called
ABBA?
Mob 47. I think they're still around. I used to be into all sorts of like fucking bands from all over the world. It was always great if some actually played here. I did see this band from Germany called Upright Citizens one time, and BGK, they were from Holland.
No, on the nights on Broadway.
No, they didn't do any Bee Gees
Oh, they
covers
didn't
or
do it.
anything.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody, and watching this masterpiece of a film. Next week got another classic, The Wicker Man, with Christopher Lee. Juno has a small bit part in it, and
Yeah.
yeah, a good time will be had by all, as we always say. Womp womp womp. You know, but yeah, it was fun tonight. The night was made because the kid got to see this movie and she liked it, and
That's good that she liked it.
yeah. So I thought that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I just figured because next month's her birthday, and we're trying to get her to decide like on a movie that the three of us are going to watch on our own, for her birthday.
I say Grease.
Mhm.
But no, it's her choice, whatever she wants to watch. There was
Grease.
a few suggestions I threw her way, but she has a few suggestions of her own, and so it's whatever she wants to watch. So we're gonna, three of us, But I told her, I said, well, I just want to see if she'll come to this and get comfortable, with us all watching something together. So apparently, it worked, and stuff. So
That's good. Next month themed is pirates, and we start out with the Christy McNichol and Big Dick Chris Atkins pirate movie.
You're welcome, Chester. Ingrid Pitt, amen. Thanks, Russell Madison, for being here.
Night, Russell.
And Brooke, and
Chester, yeah.
Chester, of course,
Rosie,
and Zodiac, and
Z.
yeah,
Not the Z Man.
Ashton. No, not Z-Man Barzell. You still haven't seen that, have you, Kenny? Beyond
What's
the Valley of the Dolls.
No.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Let me see. That's a Roger Ebert movie, right?
It's a Russ Meyer one, and Roger Ebert wrote the script. So there you go. You just thought he was a poor critic, but he was a script writer.
For being a big man, apparently he got a lot of tail back then.
That's interesting. I always thought he was gay.
I thought he was gay too, but apparently he dated Oprah for a while.
Wow.
And that is on the site that never will be named. So I will definitely watch that.
Oh yeah, I mean Ingrid Pitt. Woo! Man, she was in some of them vampire movies and stuff. We should do a watch party for Freak Maker.
Freak Maker?
Yeah, it actually stars Tom Baker, not the Tom Baker that's in our room, but Tom. I was Doctor Who once. Baker. It's a good movie. Donald Pleasance is in it.
Oh, that's called Mutations.
Well, yeah, that's another one that it was called, but it's also known as Freakmaker.
And that is on Fossum.
It's on Shudder as well.
Yeah,
So
AMC.
Chester can watch that, check that out. It's a good movie.
Just made my list.
Just made the list. All right. Well, yeah, let's get out of here and see you guys Friday over on Juno's for what's that one you got, Juno?
Split second.
Soylent Green. No. Protect your neck. Check something.
So long, farewell, Avita, say goodnight. Do, 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 do. Goodbye. Goodbye.
What?
No, everybody.
What?
What is it?
I'm trying to, find something here to close this out, but I couldn't. I was gonna put, I couldn't figure out where to put any music into the thing. They've fucked all that stuff up so bad.
You could have played Maneater for that one. Whoa, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Whoa, whoa, here she comes.
She's a man eater.
Shaka Khan.
Why I oughta, yeah.
Thank you, Russell Madison. I appreciate the shout out to Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music. Hopefully y'all can hear that. Maybe not, but anyway.
Peace.
Later, I said.
Nobody's saying anything, so I guess you're not. I don't know. All right. So, adios, SS. We will see you later.
Night, everybody. Y'all be there on Friday. Y'all be there.
And remember, we're so glad Elvis is dead. Cheers.